Pokes one the other way. Back towards the wall. There it goes.
Everyone thinks they know how it ends. On paper, Team USA is a glitch. They have the MVPs, they have the power, they are the giant. While Team USA ain't alone, Japan has the discipline. The Dominican Republic has the swagger, but in a knockout bracket, looking good doesn't win games. Human logic is biased. We like the big names, but the man doesn't have a favorite team. I ran 100,000 simulations of the WBC knockout stage, and according to the data, Team USA is in serious trouble. We didn't just look at batting average. We analyzed every StatCast metric, every pitch angle, and every player's impact score. What we didn't hear is that we built an ensemble model, a random forest, and a gradient boosting. In other words, we created a boardroom of AI experts that are going to argue over every pitch until they found the true deserving winner. And the model found one thing that humans always miss: the team power differential. It's the secret sauce that separates the winners from the hype. The quarterfinals just started. The simulations are done. The math is in. Let's see who actually survives. Alright, so when we graded our model on past games, it scored a 0.99 on the ROC-AUC scale. And you may be asking, what is a ROC-AUC scale? Think of our model as a digital detective. Its job is to separate the winners from the losers. In the world of AI, we grade that detective using something called ROC-AUC. A score of 0.5 means the detective is just guessing, but our model has a score of 0.99, which means that it's basically Sherlock Holmes of baseball. It almost never misses. In non-nerd terms, we could say that this is an A+. It is incredibly accurate at separating the winners from the losers. But the real magic is in the Monte Carlo simulations. The WBC knockout stage is a single elimination bloodbath. Crazy things happen. So we didn't just ask the model to predict the tournament once. We asked it to play the tournament 100,000 different times in 100,000 parallel universes. We track who survived the most often. This model found one golden rule, and this is the reason Team USA is in big trouble. In international baseball, your biggest star doesn't matter as much as your weakest link. The algorithm calls this the team power differential. Alright, but don't get confused. The US stars are performing. The model calculates Aaron Judge's impact score at a staggering 2.9. He is the most dangerous human with a bat right now. Shohei Ohtani is right behind him at 2.3, and Kyle Schwarber is at 1.9. But when the model calculates the team power differential, it looks at the whole new roster. And the US has pitching vulnerabilities that Canada might not exploit, but the true heavyweights, like the Dominican Republic, absolutely will. If you want to see what a perfect team looks like in the eyes of the machine, you have to look at Japan and the Dominican Republic. Japan has an elite, suffocating pitching depth. They don't have a single weak inning. Meanwhile, the Dominican Republic has the highest combined team score of the entire tournament. Anchored by
Chofa. Legend, one of one, el 22. Con todos los números que ha puesto, acabó con todo. El Bronx, Yankee, que viva New York, el Bronx. Que viva New York, el Bronx. Que viva New York. Los mejores fanáticos están en Nueva York, el Bronx. El Bronx, el Bronx. Soto, sácala, sácala. El Bronx, Yankee, que viva New York. Los mejores fanáticos están en Nueva York.
Juan Soto, 1.8 impact score. The DR lineup is statistically going crazy. So let's play the quarterfinals. First up, the Dominican Republic versus South Korea. Korea plays beautiful, fundamentally sound baseball. But against the DR, the match is absolutely brutal. Next, we have Team USA taking on Canada. The US might have some red flags for the championship, but they are more than equipped to handle this round. Canada is lacking the pitching depth to survive the American power hitters. USA advances in 86.6% of our simulation.
Over the other side, Japan faces Venezuela. Venezuela is a fantastic team, but Japan's balance is just too overwhelming. Japan takes this one 76.9% of the time. But right here is where the model goes wrong. Italy versus Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a legendary baseball nation. They have the power, but the data doesn't care about power. The algorithm detects that Italy has been wildly competitive, maximizing their matchups at outperforming expectations. The model is officially calling for an upset. It gives Italy a 62.7% chance of defeating Puerto Rico. After the dust settles on the 100,000 different universes, the supercomputer came to one final conclusion. The 2026 World Baseball Classic is a two-team race. Japan wins the championship 36.6% of the time. The Dominican Republic wins it 37.7% of the time. Look at those numbers. Less than 1 percentage point separates them. Out of all the metrics, all the data points, and all the simulation, it essentially comes down to a single coin flip. The most expensive lineup in the world against the best pitching staff on the air. Either way, I'm a big believer that the most beautiful thing about sports is that they aren't played on a spreadsheet. They are played on dirt. The math tells us what should happen, but the players still have to go out there and prove it. I'm telling you guys, you all gotta start to feel this tournament because the WBC 2026 is genuinely a blast to watch. Come back after the championship to let me know in the comments how smart or completely wrong the machine learning model was. If you want more data-driven sports stories that explains the why behind the game, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.